back this week. And what are your thoughts about Rodriguez in the Kentucky ground game?
I think he's a big physical back. They got some pretty good offensive linemen, kind of similar to Arkansas, so we're kind of going into the game with the same mindset.
Is there any carryover in your preparation when you have a week like this? And there's some weeks there's a lot of throwing, a lot of times it's running, but has there been any carryover, I guess, in what maybe Kentucky does compared to Arkansas?
I would say so. Anytime you play a running team, you always want to reestablish the line of scrimmage, so that's really the biggest carryover.
Ken, what are your thoughts about how the defense has played the last few weeks and about maybe your play specifically, how you're doing?
I think we're playing pretty good in situational football. I think we have to do better sustaining drives and not letting them get to, on the goal line, things like that. But other than that, I think we're playing pretty good.
You've opened up some holes for JP to kind of dart through there and make some plays. What have you seen from JP and his time on the field in the last couple of weeks?
Oh, yeah, JP, that's my guy. I kind of joked with him and told him they double team JP, you got to go make that play. So I think he did real good doing that, having my back and shooting guys playing fast.
You played Kentucky a couple times. Describe what playing that kind of team is like.
Playing Kentucky is always going to be a dogfight. It's going to be a real physical game. They're going to be a real well-coached team, and it's just going to be a good game.
Obviously, it's the first time since LSU that you guys are going back on the road. I think a sellout crowd, homecoming there, I guess. What do you see from this team to maybe give you some more confidence about how they can handle the environment this weekend?
Yes, I think we've kind of matured as the season went by. Guys know what it takes to go on the road and execute in a big-time environment like that and come away with a dub.
You were there 2 years ago, and it was a really good atmosphere, and it seemed like the moment might have been a little bit big for State. How do you feel like this team has grown the last 2 years?
I think we've grown a lot. Like I said, we've got a lot of older and different spots. We've matured, so I'm looking forward to the matchup.
What have you thought of Javon Banks and the play he's had? It seems like he's got an increase in reps this year.
Banks, he's playing pretty well. He still got to hone in on his details and stuff, but he's getting better every week, and I'm proud of him.
Does it make a difference, their quarterback situation? Is it in your preparation? Does that make any difference?
I don't think so. I think that a lot of the offensive plays go carry over, no matter who back there. So it don't really make a difference. We're just preparing for their starter. So just go in like that.
Another SEC weekend, another strong running attack. What have you seen from Kentucky so far? What do they do well?
Run the ball. They run the ball real well. I've been watching film on them since really, I guess, yesterday. Tough running football team, and we got to stop the run. So
even with Deshaun out and that linebacker rotation, been a lot of guys playing. How much does that help? Obviously to keep you fresher, but how much does that help the defense stay aggressive?
Yeah, it helps a lot because you can take a few plays off and know whoever's in there is going to do their job, and then come back in fresh for that next series and just go all out.
I guess kind of to follow up with that, it doesn't seem like anyone from your team is too surprised with the play of JP Purvis. What have you thought of how he stepped in?
Yeah, he's done great. Obviously in practice you see him doing good things and whatnot. And just hadn't really had his opportunity yet and got it, the past 2 weeks, and he's done a great job.
People talk about the home field advantage in the SEC. What makes it so difficult to play on the road in the Southeastern Conference?
It's just, we were just talking about it. Any week in college football, anybody can beat anybody. you don't ever know. It's just all about who comes to play, that weekend. But road games are always tough. Different schedule and whatnot. So,
how much difference does the crowd make?
It doesn't really ever bother me too much, but you see the impact of it. I kind of like loud crowds. So.
You missed spring practice coming back from injury, and obviously you hit the ground running in training camp. Did it take you a while to get back in the flow of things, or does it also help you to be fresher than some guys do?
Yeah, I came back fresh. I've been here for a while, so my body was kind of beat up. But I was in it every practice and everything, watching everything, learning everything new we were doing. So I pretty much knew what to do, just had to get out there and do it.
You guys have shown a lot of different looks this year with linebackers. Sometimes 4, sometimes 5 guys. 5 linebackers. How does that help the defense?
It helps speed. Just a good thing to have a bunch of guys out there flying around.
Are you getting tired of these 3 weeks now, not knowing who your quarterback you'll be facing in the league?
Yeah, we just play it like whoever should be playing. See we're going to prepare for it. So whatever.
Seems like Buki Watson was pretty engaged on the sidelines in the first half. I think he was the first one to come out and stretch for the second half. I guess, how much was he itching to get it back out there on Saturday?
Yeah, he was ready. Obviously you saw that first kickoff after half. He was flying down. He was the first one down the field, so he was ready to go.
there and talk about the overall play of the defense? I know some of the big plays y'all like to limit, but just talk about what y'all been able to do the last few weeks.
You know, just like I've been saying, flying around, you know, having fun out there. Everybody likes playing together. Have a good thing going right now, so try to keep it up.
Obviously, as you mentioned there, Arkansas did have, you know, a few explosive plays on you guys. What did you think was kind of the breakdown on those?
I mean, you know, it's just gonna happen. I mean, they're a good football team, so you know, stuff like that happens. You gotta fix it. Can't let it happen, but you know, it does.
Coach Pittman said that Zach Arnett's a guy that has no fear. Does it ever surprise you what Coach Arnett calls? I mean, is there ever a moment when you think, oh, well, this is really happening?
Kinda. I mean, I don't know. In practice, you know, you see it. So I mean, he's kind of the same guy. So sometimes, but most of the time, kind of know what's coming.
That midway through the season, you'd look at the SEC list of top 10 rushers, and your name would be in there.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I got a lot of confidence in myself, and well, Coach Washington preached and Coach Leach preached that, you know, we got to be able to run the ball for us to take our games to the next level, and that's basically what we've been trying to do. O-line been doing a really good job making holes for us, creating one-on-one matchups with the safeties, and me, Woody, Simeon, all of us, JJ, we're just trying to take advantage of those opportunities when we get out in open field with a safety.
There had to be a couple times the last 2 years that you hear Will checking the run plays. Like, wait, did we hear what we thought we heard? But now you expect it.
Yeah, we do. I mean, like I said, we've been in the system for 3 years, you know, so Coach Leach is a lot more comfortable at letting, you know, Will make the calls, make the checks and stuff, and he's comfortable with us getting the ball a lot more this year than he's ever been. So, and we're talented. We're a really, really talented group. We just got to play together, play as one, and be consistent.
You mentioned having a little more room to run. I mean, you had 2 big ones, the shovel pass and then the touchdown run. How good did it feel to get out and stretch your legs a little bit and have a little room to roam in the secondary?
Oh, it felt good, man. It felt good. You know, we don't get as many opportunities. We don't get as many opportunities to have as many big runs because of the defense guys plays on us, so it's hard to have a big runs like that. But it was great. It felt good. It felt awesome, man. And my last run, oh, it felt good. But I was tired as mud. But I'm glad I scored on it.
Did you know that when you had 98 rushing yards that you needed 2 more to get to 100?
I didn't. I just got in one more play, and I just ran the ball, I guess. I don't know. And at the end of the game, they, you know, told me. So, yeah.
You talk about explosive plays this year. I mean, Woody has a 37-yard to LSU. You have a 30-something yarder against Arkansas. But you are seeing more explosive plays from running backs this year.
Right.
That's what you're doing. But the offensive line's getting those second-level blocks too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like I said, man, we can't do anything without them. I mean, that's why it's 11 guys on the field, and the O-linemen are the greatest part of a football team because you can't do anything without them. So I give a huge shout out to those guys because, you know, we can't do anything without them.
What's it like in the huddle when you know that you guys are going for it on 4th and 3 from your own 25 or your own 30? What are those moments like?
Oh, it's just another down because we're confident. Coach, like I said, Coach Lee's confident in us running backs getting the first down. If we're 4th and 1, 4th and 2, 4th and 3, either, you know, he's comfortable like letting us run and he believes in us, and I appreciate that because, you know, that gives us the confidence and to go out there and just play freely.
What's it like playing a Kentucky defense?
Oh, I mean, of course we played them my freshman year. Offense had a terrible outing. Defense played actually really, really good. We just got to be consistent. That's really the biggest thing. Like, and I've been preaching to y'all, being consistent. So that's gonna be the biggest thing, being consistent.
Like I said, you're one of the ones that remember playing at Kentucky 2 years ago. What's that atmosphere like? I know COVID had probably affected the crowd a little bit. They didn't have as many there, but what's it like playing at Kentucky?
No, it was still electric. It was electric. It was fun. The crowd was crazy. Actually, besides us getting the brakes beat off us, the crowd was crazy. The crowd was crazy.
You guys, that game against LSU, you know, you had the lead and then, you know, dwindled away a little bit at halftime. It kind of seemed like they shifted the momentum. The same thing kind of happened in this Arkansas game. They had a lot of momentum going into half. What was kind of the mindset to not, you know, what happened at LSU not to carry over and happen again against Arkansas?
Finish. Because we started off the game hot. I think we was up 21-0, and we kind of relaxed. We can't relax. We got to finish games, and that's us maturing, you know, being able to finish games and just go out there and just do what we do. basically.
Beaten a couple of teams that were too stubborn to get out of a 3-man front just by running the ball. Kentucky's not going to do that. They're going to challenge the run game. Do you look forward to that challenge?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, as a football player, you're a competitor. You look forward to like games like that. You look forward to a good team like Kentucky, a great team. We're going down there to a great crowd, so we're going to enjoy it. We're going to take advantage of every opportunity.
We talked to Coach Leach about it a little bit yesterday, but do you think a shovel pass should be a run or a pass for Will?
I feel like it should be a run. I mean, because it's literally a 2-yard little toss play. So, I mean, I'm not going to say anything, but, it still goes on the little stat sheet, so it's whatever. It's okay.
Do you like getting receiving yards just as much as running yards?
Yeah, man, it makes me look good.
You mentioned the good start. I mean, you guys, if I remember correctly, you've outscored your opponent 66-7 in the first quarter. If that continues this week, it's probably a good thing. So how important is it on the road to get off to a good start?
I mean, it's the biggest. I feel like that's the biggest thing for us, going out there and starting fast, like we did versus Arkansas, like we did versus Texas A&M. Well, actually, Texas A&M, we kind of started slow, but versus Arkansas, we started off fast. But to me, I feel like our biggest thing is just finishing. I think that's going to be the key element for us to come out with the W.